Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. She was a little upset.
I get it. It's like, who is this strange man?
Right?
Am I,
Strange white man.
Strange white man.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Straight.
Cop showed up. I'm not sure why. Stockman, I'm right here. Okay, little update here. This hasn't happened to me yet, but that was taken. That was definitely taken. I don't think anything else was stolen, but man, it kind of shakes you up a little bit. Well, hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. If this is your first visit, I am so glad you found me. Now, we keep things pretty simple around here. We work hard and we do our best to love our neighbors. I have found that those two things have dramatically changed my life, and I am confident if you put them into practice, they'll change yours as well. Certainly easier said than done, but really in life, is any of the good stuff easy? I don't think so. Okay, everyone, what do I have in store for you today? I am thrilled about this video. I can't wait to get into it. We are back at the abandoned house that's across the street from that playground. Now, you all knew I was gonna head back there as soon as the ground thawed. I couldn't leave it like we did. I had to get it up to our standards. And I am so glad we went back to that property because some amazing things happened while we were there that you're about to see. And some not so amazing things happened as well, which I'm still kind of bummed about, but definitely some lessons learned in this one. So this episode you're about to see is another example of what we can do together. And as I've said so many times before, this channel is a we, not just a me. You all are a huge part of what's happening through your love, through your comments, encouragements, donations. The list goes on and on. And I feel so supported by you all, and I can't thank you enough. And also, I am seeing more comments and emails about how you all are working hard and loving your neighbors, and it is so encouraging. And if I'm honest, everyone, that's probably the best part about all of this. So keep those comments and emails coming. And a quick housekeeping thing before we get into this week's episode. As always, check the description for all things Midlife Stockman. There's links in there on how you can support the channel. There's my equipment list. There's ways to sign up for my newsletter. And of course, there's the merch store, which I'm constantly updating, so be sure to check that out. Okay, let's get into it, shall we? Do you all know what to do? I think you do. Let's sit back, relax, and enjoy this incredible transformation. Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I don't think I could be happier. It is 65 degrees out. The sun is shining. Spring is here. And guess where we are? If this doesn't look familiar to you, take a look at this video we did a couple weeks ago. Now, when I was here, we definitely got a lot done. The front of the house is clean. Most of the trash is picked up. There's a little bit more trash there now. But what we didn't do was edge. Check this out. Look here, my friends. The ground is thawed. So we are back to make sure these lines are straight and beautiful. Even though this house is abandoned, we can't leave a sidewalk not edged. Come on now. So we're gonna do that first, but then let me show you where the bulk of the day is going to be. It's a doozy. Right here, everyone. This is where we left off, and this is gonna take some time and effort. We have trash and debris everywhere. And as you can hear from across the street, there are kids playing right now on that playground. It's beautiful out. It's gonna get more and more busy. And this is right across the street, and we just can't have that. Dangerous debris, junk everywhere. This is going to be a task. I have no idea how much we are going to get done today, but I do know we will open up the sidewalk. We're going to get as much trash up as we can. And really, is there anything to complain about? It is absolutely gorgeous outside, a perfect day to be working. This place really needs some help. In fact, it has to be bulldozed. I put a call into the city, but we're going to get this cleaned up for the neighborhood. I have no idea when the city will be able to bulldoze it, but let's get it clean and safe for the neighborhood. I can't wait to get started. Are you all ready? I'm ready. Let's go edge. All right, everyone, let's get started. I'm actually going to edge this side of the sidewalk. I want to see if I can't bless this neighbor a little bit. That was a tad bit upset with me last time. What's that? I haven't left yet. Let's get going. All right, that was so satisfying. So much better to do when the ground is not frozen. All right, we're gonna shovel all this up, pick up the trash. I'm even gonna blow all these leaves off her yard just to make it look a little nicer when she gets home. Okay, let's go. Actually, let's edge one more thing. Okay, let's shovel. No sweatshirt for the first time. Here we go. There is no one that appreciates thawed dirt more than me. How about we fill in this hole?
Oh, you're welcome.
Ah, you got my little private sister today.
Yeah. She was a little upset. Well, yeah, I was cleaning up this property and she was wondering what I was doing and said a few words, but that's okay. But I decided I was going to edge up her sidewalk and I'm going to keep cleaning that backyard over there. And well, good. Tell her. My name's Sean. Yes. You're welcome. You know, I saw that park over there. There's kids playing. It's just super dangerous here. So I thought I'm just going to spend the day and pick up all this garbage and make sure no one gets hurt. But thank you. Thank you. Good. Yeah, yeah. And no one wants to walk by a house like this, you know? So, it is what it is. All right. Hey, thanks for stopping. All right, take care.
All right, everyone, quick break in the video to talk about today's sponsor, which is Bombas. Now, if you've been following the channel, you know that Bombas is an amazing partner of mine. I absolutely love their products and the mission behind the company, which is giving, which we'll get to in 1 minute. Now, Bombas is mainly known for their socks, which are incredible and which I wear all the time, but they have some other really great products as well. I'd like to introduce you all to one of my new favorite things from Bombas, and that is the Friday Slide. Look at this thing. Now, as you all know, I have been anxiously awaiting spring and summer, and I am so thankful I can now wear these in and out of the house, or really anywhere. They are super light, cushy, grippy, so easy to slide on and off. And for me, that's been real important because I am always in and out of the house, and my wife wants me to take my shoes off every time. I mean, how realistic is that? Bombas now has a bunch of colors available, and the best part is they now ship to over 200 countries. Now back to the giving real quick, and what makes Bombas so unique. For every purchase made, they make a donation of that item, and that has resulted to over 150 million donations. And of course, your happiness is 100% guaranteed. If you get these slides and you don't like them, you can give them away. Bombas will give you a full refund, no questions asked. So do yourself a favor, check out bombas.com/midlifestockman and use the code word midlifestockman at checkout, and new customers get 20% off their first order. I also have a QR code up here on the screen as well. Be sure to check out Bombas because they have a whole lot more than these wonderful slides, socks, underwear, and shirts. You're not gonna regret it. Now, let's get back to the video.
Now I just picked up all this trash. I'm not sure if it blew in here, but let's get it one more time. All right, not sure if you all saw that, but there was a gentleman that came out of that house next door. He insisted I take $20 from him. Very, very kind. We're gonna see if we can't bless somebody else with this today. Very kind of him. All right, we're gonna get the blower out. All right, we're gonna get the blower out, blow everything this way, bag it all up. It's gonna look great. Here we go. All right, before we use the blower, I think I'm gonna speed edge. If you haven't heard of this before, it's an Olympic sport. Check it out. Just kidding. Gold medal. Ourselves down the disaster sidewalk. You guys ready? Okay, the front of the house is done. I know that wasn't a dramatic change. It was from when we originally got here, but those things needed to get done. Look at these lines. That is much better. So much better. And the bonus is we got this house as well, all cleaned up, all the leaves, driveway edged. This all looks so much better for her. So what is next? Are you guys anxious to get in the backyard? I am, I think. Here's what we're gonna do. We got this section to edge and shovel, and then we're gonna move down this sidewalk. That is what is ahead of us, folks. Let's get after it. Oh, you do? I think so, yeah. Yeah, I was just cleaning up for the neighborhood. It was pretty rough shape.
Okay. What's your name?
Sean.
My name is Ray. Nice to meet you.
Great, nice to meet you. Yeah, this one was a wreck. I'm gonna hit the backyard too, but obviously it's gonna be hopefully demolished, right?
Yeah, that's what they're gonna do an abatement first.
Okay.
And then we'll come back with the down.
Okay, that was pretty cool. That was someone from the city. Apparently they got my call and they have moved this house up on the list dramatically. So it turns out next week it's getting bulldozed. I love that. Now don't worry, this work was still worthwhile, and we're still gonna do the sidewalks because they're not messing with the sidewalks. They're just taking the house down. So we are absolutely gonna clean up this entire sidewalk. But my friends, we are not gonna do the backyard. The plan was to do the backyard because I had no idea when they would be able to bulldoze this house down. But because of the call, because of the video, it's at the top of the list. So that is amazing. So we are gonna clean up the sidewalk. So the house will be demolished and all of this will be taken care of, but not this. So how about we clean up this sidewalk still, get it all nice for when they demolish it. Everything's walkable and safe and all the trash is up. I'm super excited that call worked and that the video got out there. So great. Okay, let's get to work on this sidewalk. And he said that this was gonna be, it's like moved up on the list now dramatically to get bulldozed.
Okay, let me tell you why. I called him the mayor of Greendale.
Yeah.
You met his wife, Kathy,
Okay.
with the long
Yes.
line, and her husband is very connected to the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he said, hey, just the same thing you said. These kids are playing next door.
Yeah.
What do you mean you're not going to tear this house down? Blah 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 blah. So it got moved up.
I love it. Yeah, the guy just told me that. He's like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
he
coming to
just
take
wa-
pictures.
So I want to connect you with him because
Okay.
he knows a lot about this neighborhood.
Oh, great.
And
Okay.
I know if you're doing anything or want to do something else, he's a good person.
That'd be
to
great.
talk
Yeah,
to.
I'll give you my name and number, and you can
Okay.
you can pass it on to him.
Yeah, that'll be great. That'll be great things. Hey, how are you, Chuck?
What we doing, baby? We finally gonna knock it down and somebody gonna build it.
Nothing gonna knock it
Think
down.
you're gonna knock it
'Cause you know
down?
my
Yeah.
sister owns that there.
Yeah, we know
and so
that.
her goal is to
Yeah, get the land.
right because
Yeah.
it should be offered to her first. That's usually
No,
the way it goes.
it's that's the way it goes.
yeah.
Okay, she's
yeah,
gonna get it.
Yeah.
And I'm glad they're knocking it down.
Yeah.
I
No,
know
you're
you
just
know-
cleaning it up.
I know.
Yeah, I was just cleaning up. But
Ready.
the goal was to get it knocked down. I knew Newborn lived here, but I was like, it's just unsafe for the neighborhood. So I was
It
picking up.
really is.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
thank
now
you for
you
that.
know.
You know what I mean? So this can go, man. These kids over here been. See how we keep
Yeah,
it?
that's beautiful.
Yeah. See, we keep this like
Yeah,
this though.
yeah.
But this is unsafe.
Unsafe.
You
Yep,
know,
for
you know,
sure.
You know, it needs to go.
Yep. Nope, I agree. All right, that's me, Sean. Hey, you
Okay,
spelled it. You
Sean.
spelled it right.
Okay.
You spelled it right.
All right. I called it a good Samaritan.
Well, I love it. No, it's I love being
I
out in the
do.
neighborhood and just meeting people and helping out where I can. Well, what I have found too is that you know, when I knock on the door, people are usually hesitant, but a little bit of kindness, it just opens up a great conversation. And knowing that no strings are attached, I'm not trying to sell you anything.
Right.
Just want to help
right.
out, you know.
Yeah, that's a big one, especially for people of color, and I can tell you that, and I can attest to that, being a woman of color. We've always been very suspicious, especially, you know, after our neighborhoods, you know, the decimation that occurred in our
Yeah,
neighborhoods,
yeah.
you know, and many of us on fixed incomes.
Yeah.
But anyways, we do what we can.
Well, no,
Today.
and I'll tell you what. So, every community that I've talked with, I've met with, I have never been so. Yeah, I've had a few people here and there yell at me, holler at me, but I've been so well received and welcomed. I think there's just a common thread of yard work. Like everyone can appreciate a clean lawn, picking up trash.
And that's one thing I have to say, even though our people can be a bit suspicious.
Yeah, I'd say suspicious. Maybe is
They're
the word.
suspicious.
Yeah. Well,
But overall,
I get it.
we're not hateful.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not a hateful
No.
group of people. So whoever, you know, wherever in our neighborhood, we're just not that way.
No.
We're cautious because, you know, so many things have happened
Yeah.
over the years, you know,
Yeah.
when you go back and look historically what happened.
For sure. Oh, absolutely.
And so we just, you know, cautiously like, and that was even my sister.
Yeah, I get it. It's like,
Yeah.
who is this strange man?
Right?
Am I, you know,
Strange white man.
strange white man?
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Strange,
Yeah.
strange white man.
Yes.
Her first thought is, oh, he's going to try to buy my property.
No, heavens
Or
no.
my potential property. And so I've been here.
Is that your house, the greenhouse?
No, that little gray house. Right
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah, gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, it's my landlord. I'm renting from him.
Okay.
So he's gonna come through and tear this damn fence down.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that fence.
Because I raised my kids there.
Oh, you did.
I-
Okay.
You know, and I was single parent. You know, I had been married, and the husband
Well-
decided, you know, he wanted to do other things. So I said, okay, well, I'm staying in the hood. It's cheaper for me to stay here.
But
than
look
going
at
to
you,
the-
working, raising your kids, all by. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing.
I did, and I'm so grateful today. Like I said, and so.
Yeah. No.
I'm grateful,
This,
like I
this
said,
is the
to be
reason
here.
I do it. To meet people like you. That's what it's all about. And
Yeah.
you know, on the online community, it's really starting a movement of people just loving their neighbor, because that's really what it's
That's
all
what
about.
we gotta be, Sean. You know what I'm saying? Here I am today. I'm a senior woman. I'll be 70 years old next
70.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. I got some wrinkles. But it's just truly a blessing today. And so, in any ways that I can help folk, that's what I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
that feels
this
good.
neighborhood, when crack was just ravishing through our neighborhood, my youngest daughter was growing up. She had these little girls. Their mother was strung out on crack.
Oh, man.
I took care of them babies. I made sure when they came down, I took them to school every morning, that they had socks, they had coats, they had a good meal. You know, I taught them about, you know, took them to some cultural things, just that exposure. And one of those girls turned out to be a social worker now.
Wow.
So she's giving back what's been
Yeah,
given
that's amazing.
You know?
That's amazing. That's what it's all about.
Yep,
That's what it's all
really
about.
is. Yeah, well, I'm so glad. See, you on it because Mr. Gerald, I just sent your information to him, and I'm sure he'll double
I love
back.
it. No, I'm glad me being here caused something to move. So that's great.
It did. He was like, yeah, because he had called them before, and they were like, do you know, he said that they weren't going to tear this down to 2026.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
He was like, oh no, you got to get here a lot sooner than that.
Yeah.
Walk around it. That's
Hey, give me a hug. So nice meeting you. Okay.
God bless
Yes,
your
God bless you. Thank
and
you.
all your parts.
Yeah. Keep moving. Stay healthy. All right, take care. Okay, what do I even say? Oh, my heart is so full. What a beautiful woman. Great conversation. So thankful that us being here has made a difference. Man, I could cry. This is what it's all about right here. Okay, let's clean this sidewalk. Thank you all for being here. We still have some work ahead of us, but man, I am filled up. I hope you are too. Remember, there's a big hole here. All right, let's get some trash. Diaper, of course, always a diaper. All right, of course we got section by section, right? This is gonna be section 1, small bites. Here we go.
showed up. Not sure why.
Apparently there's someone in the park that shouldn't be in the park.
What's that? Stockman. I'm right here.
It's so good to see you. I've been watching you, following you.
Well, thank you so much.
I am
You're welcome. It's my honor to do it. Well, thank you. Thank you. I'm just glad the weather's nice now, huh? I mean, I've been out here freezing. It's like 60 degrees. I feel lovely. So good. You know what? I mean, it's little by little, you know? I love it. So glad you stopped. All right, take care. Those little stops like that just fill me up so much. Okay, let's finish. What were we doing? Edging? We were edging. Let's finish edging. Okay, I know what you guys want. Say it with me. Power sweep. Let's get it going. That, my friends, is a beautiful section 1. Let's hit section 2. This is a powerful mower. I love it. Okay, we're gonna tarp this, pull it to the dumpster, and we're gonna whip all of this, get the edger out. What's that? This is a power sweeper. It's got some rubber fins on it. It's great for sidewalks and a bunch of stuff. You like it? All right. Take care.
Okay, little update here. This hasn't happened to me yet, but my blower is gone. It's funny, I was shoveling right here and I saw a Ford Escape stop. I had my blower right there under my trailer. You know, it's not gonna it's not gonna ruin the day. It's not gonna ruin the day. This is still a very successful day. This house is getting demolished. There's a lot to celebrate. I mean, look at this sidewalk. The sidewalk's beautiful and clean, but that was taken. That was definitely taken. I don't think anything else was stolen, but man, it kind of shakes you up a little bit. All right, well, I have my handheld blower that I use for my trailer. We're gonna use that. Thankfully, the power sweep did a lot of this, but we'll use my handheld blower to try to clean up the rest of it. I mean, I've looked all around. It's definitely taken. That's all right. It's not going to slow us down. We're going to keep going. Okay. Shoot. Let's get the handheld blower. Yeah, I just went through the footage. I moved the camera just as the car came up to take the blower, which was on the back side of the dumpster. So we're gonna finish with this. Hey, it's okay. I got my health. Sidewalk looks great. Let's finish up here. Definitely not as good. Oh man. All right, we are done. The wind is a little bit out of my sails, but I'm all right. That's actually the first time I've ever had anything stolen from me on the channel. I'll definitely be more aware of where my equipment is. I always do try to keep an eye on it, but they were very fast. So, what can you do? But we still did something really good here today. This house is gonna be demolished next week. I am so thrilled because as you heard, it wasn't supposed to be done until the end of next year, which is crazy. So now with kids across the street in the park, which there's some playing right now, if you can hear the swings going, this lot will be clean and nothing to worry about. And now they also have some very nice sidewalks to walk on. All right, this property took a number of days, so let me take you back to what it looked like before we got here and let me show you this amazing transformation. Take a look. All right, everybody, that's it for me. I'm thankful you all were here with me and got to hear these great conversations with the neighbors. Truly blessed and honored to be out in the neighborhood, even when my stuff gets stolen. As always, thank you for being here. Please check out the description if you can. It has all things Midlife Stockman, my Patreon, buy me a coffee, my equipment list. I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget, kindness is contagious. Love on your neighbors when you can. I think you'll truly be blessed by that. And that's gonna do it for me, everyone. Have a beautiful week, and we'll see you soon.